Mm. Mm-hmm. Let's throw in the blue. Good luck. Have fun. Right. Green Bay Packers have officially opened the 21-day practice window. Right. Let's hope for a good game. Oof.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Naheem Hines now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative
Somebody hurt.
4 yards. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right, James Cook. He's going to fumble first play of the game. So you're not finna, thank you. He's not finna disrespect me like that. That's what we're not finna do. You fumble the ball. You gotta take at least 5 plays off. Almost. I think I should have a little late. So I get conflicts running, nothing. Oh I forgot my team is tired as hell. Hi, Queen.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere, the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games.
Can I have Gabe Davis or Cook? Let's see. Alright. I should have Diggs open. Should. Nope. He blitzed. Alright. Cook, you ready? Oh. What? What'd I do? No. Why are you fighting? Cole said good morning.
first and goal. They'll run with Cook.
God damn.
The 5-yard line.
As long as you're good, the air attack is getting them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game.
Where's my play at?
Pick up there on first down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
People always do that. They always play inside on this play.
Here's Allen.
Well, I don't know why that play tempts people to play them inside.
His sixth touchdown of the season.
I think that always works.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's able
Good
to
tackle.
make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on first and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side. That's White.
I don't know what kind of play that was. Oh, this guy here.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to
Huh?
put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
Let's go with Johnson.
Ryan often.
Mayfield.
Go ahead. Three. Can you get a pick six right here? Oh my God. Damn. Von Miller. I didn't even know he got hurt after the game. Okay.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play, won or lost a game. This seems pretty important. Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown.
I forgot about fatigue in this league, and I totally just burnt everybody.
Give up a lot of momentum. Get down 2 scores could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's White. They set up the screen. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in the game.
And taking it across midfield and inside.
How's interference?
So the penalty decline, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard in the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Gabriel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it
Okay, so
inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around.
Quick
First down
throws.
as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
and 10. Now Mayfield.
Oh, he caught that? He threw a ducky.
First down as it's going to go down at the Bills' 17-yard
He
line.
threw a quacker.
They're set him down after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Oh, shoot.
Mayfield with it once more. And it's driven down, sacked back to the 24. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They get a
It's going in the middle.
call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And able to get this down inside 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll end up getting 10 yards. That sets him up.
He off the key off the match. We touchdown for touchdown. It's gonna be perfect to run right here.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mayfield looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice toe coverage. The center looking right to the corner was. They're going to quick down here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important.
This run is back.
Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday.
Safety stepped up.
If this also hurts their
Oh my, Josh! Like, he underthrew that, like.
It actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well.
That's a major underthrow. They're OD tired.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to middle it. Fights it off. Bucs good for 20 on 1st down.
I was like, what play did I just pick? I picked play action by accident. I could switch plays in this league.
They run it again. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's going to loft it.
Under pressure, no. This is a poor accuracy. That was the read right there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. That's complete to the running back. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Allen.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought you said your back shots sound like bongos. Yeah, that's dead. I heard my back shots sound like bongos. Hey, yo. Who said that? I knew it had to be Cardi B or something like that. You ran into that all-female artist station one day and fucked your mind up. I can believe you on the song being fine, but that whole back shot sound like bongos thing is. Oh. I mean, if you say her back shots sound like bongos, but you saying my back shots sound like bongos, it's crazy. But why are you receiving back shots? Like, I don't know. Cause that's just the way, I don't know. Maybe let's see if he throw. Let's see if he throws it. Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. His throw here is incomplete.
Well, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field.
Hey, you watching my content, Queen? You watching my content? Huh? I ain't hear you laughing. I ain't hear you laugh. What's that? Cole said his back shots sound like bongos. Cole said his back shots sound like bongos. Yeah, it sound like bongos. He said to tell you. His. Mm-hmm. She said, Nani.
From the gun, Mayfield.
Huh? His back shots sound like bongos. That's the best I can give you. Huh? Cole said to tell you. Yeah, my audio is on, but yeah, they're gonna have to listen to what I'm saying.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient.
That's heavy.
Third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Can y'all hear me still?
They had to settle for 3 last drive.
Okay.
And the second go around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Oh.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Travis right back up. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard
Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the
Oh.
football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 of the show their own goal
I call it an interception.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward.
Definitely almost out here for a safe.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
2nd and 6.
Let's see, can this? He might just.
Back to the ground. This time throwing. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to look to throw with Allen. Take him down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new 7 downs.
Well, there's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect
So Mookie is, but it's funny.
First down, here's the
Oh,
and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage.
okay.
Nothing there for him. Second down.
As usual, the
Cause your,
hallmark of a good run defense.
cause your stats, Josh Allen is lacking.
Absolutely no
Cause of one sim game, like, they're like,
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
behind. A quick throw.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Allen now on first down. Completes it to Davis. He takes us with one
Oh,
way to the 30. Good pickup there, 21 yards.
I thought they were pick. I was like,
So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
I'm so what is it called? Bongos?
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. Throwing outside, complete. Down inside the 15, short of the 10. Bills passing game, getting down the field. They got another first down.
Right? So what my house was that?
Now a give running right is Cook. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's Allen to throw it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Deidre Sanat with his sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
See if I can squeeze this in here.
Looking to throw.
Squeeze it in there. Oh man, that could have been bad. Oh, that pass could have went so bad if it wasn't Josh Allen.
Not lined up a touchdown. Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to is not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Respectfully, this game is over. Oh yeah, I thought they made me. I thought they said I did a head stick. I'm not saying nah. That was a dive.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they get towards that.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see
Nice hit.
on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it.
God.
After the incomplete pass here now.
Okay, this looks like Dagger. Is this the same thing you ran earlier? Yes, it is. I think that was Dagger again. Yep, that was definitely Dagger. Okay.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, a run from White. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards there, and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing
Come on, like I said, you gotta speed it up a little bit. So let's speed it up so you can.
If they can just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting.
God.
It seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield now. And this is caught.
That's a beautiful throw, beautiful catch.
Keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Mayfield. In for the Buccaneers touchdown. O'Keefe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the two. Successful. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Oh. Oh.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. This to the tight end QB. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in
Rookie right here.
First and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield.
Nothing.
He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Oh. I'm not. I don't trust them option route plays. Let's see.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third.
Let's see. Might take a shot. Pull this up. See what happens.
Back to throw. Allen.
Yeah, I know it. I seen that happen. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
That's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Going up top.
Oh, Elam, come on, bro. I ain't dropping picks like a bum.
alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gore. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. We will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
You playing with Phoenix?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Watch your mouth. That wasn't in this game.
At least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third.
Oh, let's go, Poyer. Can you? Oh my God, Josh Allen, can you? Josh Allen, can you not, bro? Can you not throw it? Poor accuracy. First down.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped
Let's go here.
if there's traffic around
Let's
you,
see.
the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen.
Muffled game. Let's see. Peace loss. D-Wayne beat God damn. That's Devin Bush. I'm like, that man came flying out of bat like a bat out of hell. Like, who the hell is that?
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play particular sub packages, don't they?
That's the Bills squeaked by the Eagles. Ugh.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Nice little pick. He threw a poor accuracy.
And now 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. The kick by Bass is good.
Where's the middle?
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession. Set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this could be a touch more important trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run straight ahead.
3-1. Mm-hmm. 3-3. Yes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Huh? I would never.
Takes it across the 40-yard line.
I might still.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the play, matter of fact, I actually like it. I know they're
Mm-hmm.
a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go
Yeah.
action.
Mayfield on play action.
I should have gone in. I should have gone in myself. Yeah.
And also a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there.
Somebody busting some shit down. I had 2 of them bitches earlier. Them bitches slapped.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. In motion left, Godwin.
Mm-hmm.
On first down.
I was home. Mm-hmm. I was dumb thirsty. I was gonna ask you to grab me one, but I ain't feel like sending you back. Got me?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw.
Yeah. Oh.
7th play of this drive coming up.
He said he went outside.
From the gun, Mayfield.
He outside. Oh, he shanked it. That's not like an accusation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative.
Oh, pulled out the Zen. Okay. All right. Both of my running backs fumbled. Nice job. Now time to go to my third string. You gotta take a break now. Baby, got the body of a dog.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery.
That would be. Step back's always gonna be there. Oh shit, I just punched my TV. Mm, mm.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mayfield off the play fake. Is incomplete.
Huh?
Let's face it, you want to get back into the game. These are the kind of throws you got to hit.
Cope said.
Wide open right
And
there.
Cope said he was going to get some water. You're not talking to nobody right now. So you got no choice but to listen.
Yeah, that's a big miss.
You gonna respect me.
Completion here, 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Huh? No, no.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Thank Lord. Fuck him up.
That's exactly what a top-10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. Oh, he had the defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship with the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as they
Mm.
get down to 12. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because on offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
Already walking with crutches, putting weight on his foot, just over a couple weeks out from his surgery this past Sunday as the Jets took on the Chiefs. We'll talk about it in this video. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Brian Suter. My goal in this channel is to help teach you about the medical side of the sports world. And I gotta say, this video of Aaron Rodgers seen walking on the sidelines, using some crutches, but still putting some weight through this surgically operated Achilles, has been driving all kinds of conversation across social media. Rodgers was on the Pat McAfee show today talking about this in more detail, so let's just walk through this whole thing because I think people are missing a lot of really important nuance with this whole conversation of, is this crazy? Is he going to come back this season? What the heck is going on with this fancy speed bridge, etc. When I posted about this video on Twitter, I got all kinds of responses from people mainly talking about their own personal experience. You know, this is not normal, should be in a boot at least 6 weeks, but should be plantar flexed. Everybody seemed to have this opinion based on their own personal experience from either their own Achilles surgery, a different surgery, a family member's surgery. And really the biggest takeaway with this is, number one, we can't compare one person's Achilles injury and subsequent surgery to another because there is so much variation between not only where the Achilles rupture occurred anatomically in the muscle or tendon, and then what surgical technique was used and what's their specific post-op rehab, because there you can just Google Achilles rupture post-operative rehab and you will see countless different protocols out there with little variations in terms of weight bearing, early weight bearing, late weight bearing, etc. So number one, we can't look at Rodgers' example and say, well, my Achilles, I was in a boot for 6 weeks, so his surgeon must be crazy, or my surgeon was crazy. There's tons of variety here, and that doesn't mean that any of these individual approaches are necessarily a bad thing. Rodgers is now just over a couple weeks out from his surgery, and he talked about in the interview with Pat McAfee how his goal was to be in a shoe, I believe, at the 13-day mark, and now his next goal is to get rid of the crutches. But there's a couple of things with this, because yes, we see him walking, but number one, this is just a snapshot of his day. We don't know how much time he's using the crutches throughout the day. We don't know if he's got a different boot that he's wearing at different times of the day. And so, number one, it's normal when people are going through rehab early on that they might have an hour of the day or 30 minutes of the day initially where they're starting to put some weight on that foot. So this might have been the only time that day that he was putting a significant amount of weight on it, but we only saw this part on the camera. Number two, this is partial limited weight bearing, right? We don't see him actually putting all of his weight on that surgically operated left side. As he comes down with the crutches, this is just partial weight bearing. He's maybe only putting 50% or so of his weight through the foot. So it's not even putting that much load necessarily through his Achilles. The other thing I want you to focus on is the difference between his right foot and kind of his stride where he pushes off and his left. He's actually pushing off and plantar flexing the right side, but with the left one, he's kind of just rolling over it and not actually pushing off and going up into plantar flexion. It's almost like if you were to imagine
What the
he's a
hell?
walking boot with a rigid shoe, he's just rolling over it. He's not actually actively moving the ankle up and down. He's just rolling through his gait, so he's not actually stretching the Achilles in this position. Yes, he's not in the typical walking boot that we're used to seeing, but a walking boot is just restricting you from moving up and down. And so if this type of brace that he's wearing is still restricting that dorsal or plantar flexion, it's accomplishing the same thing. There's also probably a heel lift in his shoe to, again, limit the tension on his Achilles, but he's not actually pushing off. He's not putting a lot of load through his calf because of how he's more just rolling over on that side rather than pushing up, and like we see with his right gastroc actually firing. One of the big conversations with Achilles rehab after surgery is early versus kind of standard or delayed mobilization of weight bearing. The old school method of kind of post-op care after Achilles surgery was to put people in a cast and keep them in a cast for weeks, months. But now we've learned that actually doing an earlier mobilization, earlier weight bearing, sometimes even like right away after surgery, might result in better patient satisfaction and doesn't seem to lead to any of the complications we might be afraid of. And so some surgeons are moving towards an earlier functional rehabilitation window, rather that's some weight bearing introduced in 2 weeks or much sooner than that. There are plenty of protocols where people are doing early weight bearing. So that in and of itself is not crazy. Just seeing him putting some weight on 2.5 weeks out is not far-fetched by any means to say that he's being overly aggressive or overly pushing this. And remember, his surgeon is one of the best sports medicine surgeons in the country, and they're not going to let him do something overtly dangerous. Let's take a listen now to some of his comments when he was on Pat McAfee's show today and kind of weigh in on my thoughts regarding that, because initially I wasn't as worried when I saw what he was doing on the field Sunday night, but hearing his comments, I am a little bit concerned about how he'll be doing long term. Let's talk.
You know, the first goal was really to be able to be upright, to be out of a boot, and to be able to do some semblance of walking by the time I got back. Now the next goal is to be able to walk without crutches. You know, it's pretty obvious I'm well ahead of the normal protocols when it comes to rehab for this kind of thing.
I don't know if I'd say he's pretty far ahead of normal protocols. Like I said, there's plenty of protocols that allow for this early weight bearing, and so by no means is this like revolutionary. He's rehabbing way faster than anybody else would expect. Yes, it's probably faster than the average post Achilles repair protocol, but it's by no means like unusual, something that doctors are going to write about decades from now.
And that was what Neil and I talked about in the
Neil is Dr. Elatrash, that's the surgeon who operated on him.
locker room. Honestly, after it happened was, with the type of surgery that he'd been doing now for a little bit, and then whatever protocols were out there, just not adhering to those, being as smart as possible, not trying to stretch the Achilles, but stressing the Achilles in a way that allows me to start doing movement quicker and to speed up.
So this is an important distinction here, and I think it's a little bit strange that he says he was basically trying to kind of disregard some of the protocols and just push it more. But he says something in here about not trying to stretch the Achilles, but trying to stress the Achilles. And that's kind of the one thing that sticks out to me as a concern here with how Rodgers pushes this down the road. I think what you have to understand in his situation is he's not a basketball player. He's not a running back. He's an older quarterback who essentially is pretty stationary during the majority of his job unless he has to scramble. A lot of the increased kind of low difficulty with coming back from an Achilles repair is that running. It's the jumping. It's the explosive activity. Stuff that Rodgers doesn't necessarily have to do a lot of. And so I think functionally he can tolerate less of an optimal return in performance compared to somebody like a Cam Akers or a basketball player. The talk about trying to not stretch it but to stress it is really important, because if you think of the whole complex of the Achilles, the muscle transitions into the tendon then anchors into the bone. There's a certain innate level of tension that muscle is able to build up and transmit energy through the Achilles. If you do a surgical repair of an Achilles and it heals in a lengthened or a stretched position, you lose some of that natural ability of the calf complex to store and transmit energy, and so you can have basically a looser muscle. You can have a muscle that's not as powerful and doesn't have that same force curve relationship as the previously healthy muscle. But in somebody like Rodgers, that might not be as much of an impact. He might not be as affected by that compared to, again, say, a running back. Walking on things early, progressing your rehab faster than maybe would be generally accepted or desired, my concern is that it would cause the Achilles to heal in more of a stretched, lengthened position. But again, if that's part of the risk that Rodgers is willing to accept and tolerate in order to maybe get back sooner, given, again, how old he is in his career, I think those are the factors at play here. And so when people talk about, is it crazy for him to come back in 5 months? Yes, if you just look across the board at an Achilles injury, that's not something at all that normal patients should ever expect or plan for. But if Rodgers has accepted that him coming back early means he plays, but he might have impaired function compared to where he was before, that might be something that you accept when you're at the end of your career, nearing your 40s. You're not going to accept that same risk when you're 20 and fresh out of college, but at his stage, I can understand where he's able to push up that rehab protocol and return protocol, understanding that there might not be as quite of good function at the end if it gets him back for these last couple of years, say, in his career.
I will address something else that I saw where somebody said, this is not the 1950s, this is normal. And listen, there's nothing normal about how I'm attacking this rehab.
Okay, so I gotta laugh because that was my tweet, I assume he's referring to, because I commented about how this is the 1950s, and I think, again, he's being a little bit of hyperbole here, right? Because it's not that unexpected with what he's doing. I think him trying to come back in 5 months, sure, that's not normal, but everything about this, again, is not mind-blowingly sort of advanced, crazy levels of medicine. This is stuff that's well within kind of that little bit of wiggle room with the rehab protocols, and so yes, it's definitely a little bit more, and that wasn't a reference to him, right? That was more just a reference to people thinking that you had to be in a cast for like a month after you have these surgeries.
There is common practices about 6 weeks in a boot, and I was in a shoe in like 13 days.
In a shoe, but again, if you're in a shoe but you're wearing a brace that restricts your plantar flexion, it's kind of functionally accomplishing the same thing. So this is kind of like potato from my perspective. Yes, it's earlier than normal, but it's not out of the realm making this extraordinary. Overall, I will say I was pretty impressed listening to this conversation because I think he has a very realistic sort of expectation going into this. I think, like I said, he knows he's at the end of his career. He knows there's a little bit of reason to kind of push things along, and given his position, given his functional demands, he can probably tolerate a little bit less optimal of that endpoint and function. And if you think of, even if it's just a 5% or a 10% strength difference in your calf pre to post, he probably isn't going to notice that like a running back might. And so, again, I think what we saw is not crazy. It's a lot closer to normal than I think the average person would expect. But there's so much variety with surgeon type, with procedure type, with post-operative rehab, that you're going to find these little nuances. You should absolutely not expect, if you tear your Achilles, that you're going to be back running, jumping, playing sports in 5 months. That's definitely not ordinary, and there's a lot of risk associated with that. It should not be the standard. But again, if we're able to kind of get to that point and toe that line a little bit, accepting some risk in Rodgers' unique case, then who are we to really sit here and argue with what he wants to do? That's it for my thoughts on this. I hope that some of this kind of dies down because there's going to be a point where we see Rodgers off crutches, out of the booth, and we're not really going to be able to tell where he's at just watching him walk on the sidelines. And a lot of this is going to depend on how the Jets are doing. The Jets aren't doing very well. It's going to slow down his rehab. He's not going to push back and really try to be overly aggressive and take more chances. The Jets are doing really great. We're probably going to get more of these updates and hear about how he's progressing, and hopefully it goes well. I hope he gets back, doesn't have any complications, does as well as he can, and if it gets him back to where he's at this stage in his career, then more power to him. That's it for the video, everybody. Let me know as always any questions or comments down below, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
Floor and decor.
Which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. Staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start in the drive. Get 3 points.
set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Damn. What are you drop kicking your own teammates?
First down.
Driving here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back.
Good hand.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield now. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. A gain
Oh.
there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, that's first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up
It's tough. Nobody.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball.
It's tough. Nobody want to pick the ball off no more.
Not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight. You just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looks like he's got it. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming now for the Bucs.
Yeah.
They'll go for 2.
I feel like people talk about sacks in chat, like on purpose.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. as big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. It's 17 down to the 17. It's a first down. So they'll be left with a 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now 2nd and 5.
I don't know. I started bull crapping. I could have not scored and just neared it out, but I mean, he over there sweating right now. I wasn't really concerned too much. I still could have fallen. Could have possibly sold.
Here's 1st and 10. Let's start this drive out on the ground.
60 or who?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on
Oh.
Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw from Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be in.
That was what they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground.
It's funny, Queen. Come here, Queen. Oh. Oh. Oh.
There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No time.
No.
They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
That's out. All right, bro. Good night.
The throw took him a little too far in 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mayfield's throw on target to go with you. He'll be taken down.
Either finesse that for a touchdown, I'd have been like, damn.
They read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Baker.
That's what you want to pick.
But not before he's inside the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance
I don't know what happened, but somebody got caught on somebody.
Placement around break deep. He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go this one.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw. So they still need a miracle. Well, the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
That's the last time I put the hands team on. I got failed miserably.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Down the stretch, a huge win.
So for the Bills, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here.
Hmm.